"10 prison inmates who outlived sentences." Hey guys, I hope that you are well and safe. As you know, prisons are made for evil people. Some are executed while some become prisoners till death, but some criminals became inmates for a certain period. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the prisoners who outlived their sentences. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Eddie Collins, 43 years. Eddie was an American baseball player. He was in prison for almost 43 years because of first-degree murder. He was 17 years old when he started buying drugs with his brother, and he was 21 years old. While buying drugs, he got into a fight which led to the murder. Paul Geidel Jr., 68 years. He is known as the person who served the most time in prison in New York. It's said that he always waited for the day he would be released from prison. When he came out, he was 86 years old. At the age of 17, Paul was convicted of second-degree murder. Ricky Jackson, 39 years. Ricky Jackson, who stayed in prison for 39 years, is now 59 years old. Well, he has spent a very large part of his life in jail. All this for a crime that he never committed. He was convicted of doing a murder, but a kid gave a statement that showed Ricky was innocent. Craig Coley, 39 years. Craig Coley started to work as a patrol officer in the Los Angeles suburb. On that day, his ex-girlfriend Rhonda and her 4-year-old son were found dead in beds, though Rhonda was also raped and strangled with a rope. His detective was the person who helped a lot. Richard Honeck, 63 years and a month. Richard was sent to prison for the murder of his former school friend. He was 22 years old when this happened. He was released when he was 85 years old. He passed away in 1976 at the age of 97 years old. Desmond Ricks, 20 years. Desmond Ricks, who spent 20 years in prison, was given $1 million. He was accused of murder, which he did not do. Desmond still argues that he deserves more money than he was given. He spent 5 more years in prison because of the 1992 conviction that triggered a parole violation. John Macy, 43 years. John was in prison for 43 years because he was convicted of murder. Not only murder, but he also escaped from the prison 3 times. At first, he was given 20 years life sentence, but his attempts to escape the jail made it way worse. Nelson Mandela, 27 years. We all know Nelson Mandela. He was released from prison in 1990, 4 years before he became the president of America. He was part of many political organizations. In 1961, he was arrested for treason, and he was arrested again for illegally leaving the country in 1962. Charles Edret Ford, 64 years. Charles was innocent, yet he spent 64 years of his life in prison. He was accused of doing a murder. He was 20 years old when he went to prison. Now he is 86 years old and living in a nursing center where he was released. Harvey Stewart, 60 years. In 2011, Harvey was released from prison. At that time, he was 83 years old. He was convicted of murder. It's also said that he just isolated himself from the world. There were no people who visited him when he was in prison. This was all for today. I hope that you liked the video. For more updates, please subscribe to my channel. Stay happy and blessed.